Hello and welcome to The Pulse. First, the good news. Hongkongers have one of the world's longest life expectancies. Now, the not so good news. Hong Kong also has a low birth rate and an ageing population. More than a third of the population is already past retirement age. Moreover, their number is projected to double in the next 2 decades. Long life, however, also involves low living standards and poor health. 1 in 3 older people live below the poverty line, and the government is simply not providing enough care and services for their needs. On top of all this is the final frontier, a deep-rooted cultural taboo over talking frankly about dying.
捶捶背，捶捶腰，捶捶大髀疲勞燒。
如果唔做嘢，淨係好似一嚿飯咁坐度，咪仲悶咯。我晚晚同佢沖涼，我都攬住佢喺佢背脊上喊，我唔敢喺佢面前喊。 嗰個時候咧，就見到佢樣，我真係好辛苦啊！成個眼嗰處有2個窿咁樣，隻眼珠深咗入去，瘦到皮包骨。
我估大部分人啦，對 ACP 啦、Advanced Care Plan 啦，我哋叫做預前照顧計劃啦，或者 AD 啦、Advanced Directive 咧，唔係咁清楚。以我所理解啦，有部分嘅醫護人員都唔清楚。 咁更加遑論咧，即係一般病人同埋普羅嘅市民咯。
20 years later, we will expect more than 100,000 deaths per year, and this would lead to poverty address the issue. That if more than 100,000 people die in the hospital, we'll be getting a very heavy burden in the hospital.
3 years ago, the Hospital Authority introduced the End-of-Life Care Program. It was targeted at residents of elderly hostels. 500 individuals were advised to outline specific advanced care planning, expressing their medical and personal care preferences for a death with dignity. Some choose to sign a Do Not Attempt CPR form to reject invasive resuscitation procedures. They may also refuse life-sustaining treatments, such as feeding through a tube. Here at Pok Koi Hospital, Dr. Ao Young follows up a patient's case. His wife says it was hard to bring up the topic of dying well with her loved one.
咁我先生咧嗰陣時都病嗰陣時，中風嗰時都有幾時都係好危險嘅，但係嗰陣時冇呢個計劃。咁而家既然有呢個計劃啦，話唔可以做心肺復甦啊，呢個同埋呢個仲有要插喉啊嗰啲，好辛苦。我知道呢個對病嘅人臨終嘅時候啦，好辛苦㗎，係嘛？既然俾佢舒舒服服㗎，能夠咁樣翻去天父處，我覺得係對我哋嚟講係最好嘅。
其實而家我哋醫管局做嘅呢個計劃咧，我可以話咧，其實個範圍其實係比較狹窄嘅。嗱，因為第一，我哋而家做緊嘅咧，只係喺老人嘅院舍裏邊做。我哋知道其實老人家好多唔係住喺院舍噶嘛，嗱，嗰啲已經係涵蓋唔到個範圍。有陣時醫生點解會好似用好多好進取嘅醫療方法咧？好多時係因為唔敢肯定嗰個病人或者個病人家屬嘅意願係點。會唔會有陣時你唔用一個好進取嘅方法去醫佢嘅時候咧，會俾人話追究哦，你係咪冇盡到力量啊咁樣？咁所以喺一啲存疑嘅時候咧，醫生或者醫務人員咧都會用非常進取嘅方法去醫嗰個病人。
Further studies are needed to decide whether the program will be extended to the whole population. When participants in the scheme arrive at hospitals, they are spared long waits in the accident and emergency department. Instead, they are sent directly to the geriatric or palliative care ward.
我哋而家有呢個計劃嘅時候咧，佢就回復翻好耐以前啲人唔喺醫院死亡嘅時候嘅情景，就係可能喺屋企啦。以前啲人咁，而家我哋希望喺醫院提供一啲好啲嘅環境啦。咁有成個家庭嘅成員陪伴啦，咁就唔會做一啲醫療嘅程序去再騷擾成個我哋覺得係個嚴肅同埋一個應該係好祥和咁樣發生緊嘅一個人生好重要嘅一件事。
唔該，寫個字咧。時間咧3.1，唔該晒。
Leung Yi Sang has lived in this home for the elderly in Sha Tin for 8 years. This year, the 93-year-old received an award in recognition of her voluntary efforts in helping other residents. Like some of her peers, Leung hopes for a peaceful death, but she has yet to get the message through to her family.
我睇見嗰啲插喉嘅，我戥得佢好辛苦啊！我話：哎呀，快啲走咗好過啦，自己又唔使辛苦，又唔使累到人哋。我成日我希望係咁嘅咋，最好一走咁啊走得咁啊最好啊！
你又會唔會同姑娘啊，或者同啲朋友講話，我又要舒服咁樣？
誒冇講緊啲，費事講啦。
點解咧？嚇？點解費事？
你講咗你好似夾埋要人哋同你咁樣做咁啊！
所以俾翻醫生決定係咪？
係啊，人哋做得點咪點咯，最好自己走得好好地咁啊，算數啦。
Some 90% of the city's deaths take place in public hospitals. Last year, the hospital authority handled over 40,000. 1/3 were caused by cancer, another third by chronic diseases. In many cases, patients wanted to spend their final days at home, but it was impractical for their relatives.
其實喺阿爸入醫院嗰陣，我都真係諗已經去揾一啲，譬如話屋企會唔會話擺一啲醫療嘅設施，即係包括啲電動床啊、一啲氧氣機啊咁樣，會唔會話帶咗佢返屋企，等佢慢慢康復又好，咩都好，咁起碼離開咗先啦咁。但係諗深一層，我哋又真係唔係24小時可以喺度睇住佢，頂籠係放工翻嚟係陪住佢咁樣，又單靠阿媽去睇嘅時候，呢樣嘢又其實好不足嘅喎。到有啲咩突發嘅事情，佢又係咪可以做到一個正確嘅決定咧？你綁住咗我阿爸，佢咪唔使做咁多嘢咯。佢成日係掹嗰個 mask 嘅，咁我綁住一隻手，佢咪唔會掹咯。如果你人手足夠嘅時候，其實係可以睇得到，而亦都可以好人性化去做呢啲咁嘅嘢，去諗有冇一啲更加好嘅方法可以幫到呢啲病人咧。
Without advanced care planning, Vincent's father relied on his family to determine his final treatment. The doctor gave them the choice of withdrawing life-sustaining treatments. The family agreed. But Vincent felt conflicted when a nurse questioned their decisions.
到同護士講話決定叫做俾翻啲尊嚴佢啦，等佢舒舒服服啦，因為真係太辛苦啦，戴住嗰個 mask。所以就話俾護士聽，我哋決定都係用翻嗎啡啦咁樣。但係反而係個護士話翻問我哋：你哋真係用？真係諗住用？用咗就冇得救㗎咯喎咁。我反而問翻個護士：你覺得佢而家咁樣又中咗風又成，仲有得救咩？
如果你每一個 discipline 自己去同一個人講自己睇到嗰個範疇咧，屋企人係好困擾嘅。咁所以我哋話舒緩治療係臨終照顧計劃裏邊咧，係一定要行團隊去做嘅。所以譬如你頭先嗰個情況就係究竟護士觀察到嘅嘢同醫生斷症係咪已經有一個落差咧？ 佢哋究竟有冇溝通清楚呢？
We'll be back after the break. See you then. Welcome back. In part one, we looked at how there just aren't enough hospice or palliative care facilities in the medical system, and we saw that the public is largely ignorant of the availability of these facilities. Those caring for the terminally ill or very old people are subject to a great deal of mental pressure that in turn affects their well-being. Once people tended to die at home, now 90% of Hongkongers will expire in medical institutions surrounded by medical technology. Among the reasons are the high cost of in-home palliative care and barriers such as legal issues.
Throughout 2002, Wu Myu-yong stayed at home to care for her husband, who had end-stage liver cancer. The mother of two found it extremely tough to look after her husband as death approached. Despite occasional home visits from medical staff from the Bradbury Hospice, she finally reached breaking point.
嗰陣時我覺得都好辛苦，佢大屎啊賴尿咁，佢唔入片，佢唔肯入片，咁我咪好辛苦咯。咁啊變咗咧就係嗰陣時佢由160幾磅瘦到80幾磅，佢呢度淨係呢度大咯，個肚嗰度大。有一次朝頭早就扶佢去廁所啦，點知一坐喺度啫，佢揼一聲瞓喺張床度，我根本知道我冇可能再照顧到佢啦。我話仲會入醫院啫，直至最拉尾佢都嬲咗我。臨到最拉尾佢都唔原諒我，話好送入醫院，佢情願留喺屋企，佢唔中意我送入醫院。我都覺得有少少好似個心唔係好爽，點解我咁樣嚟照顧你，你都咁樣嚟唔原諒我咁。
Following her husband's death, Wu had an emotional breakdown and needed months of counseling. It took her a long time to lose her feelings of guilt and remorse. Recently, she visited a funeral parlor with a group of elderly people where she experienced a virtual farewell ceremony. To her surprise, the idea of death with dignity was well received by her companions.
嗰陣時我瞓喺個棺木嗰陣時咧，初好靜啊，佢戴住個 headphone， 自己好平靜嗰個時候咧，咁啊突然間咧就係俾火燒，有少少興興地嗰陣時咧，就已經到最拉尾啦。咁跟住佢出嚟叫我分享，我話嗰個時候諗翻起我先生，一幕幕咁諗翻起，但係嗰陣時都冇話崩潰冇話成。
Dr. Edward Leung is president of Hong Kong Association of Gerontology. He believes terminally ill patients would prefer to stay out of hospitals. Since 2016, he has been equipping around 36 residential care homes in Kowloon to care for dying patients.
Increasing the capacity of the residential care home to look after people usually required to be admitted to hospital because of, say, fever, pain, or shortness of breath. But with the increasing in the knowledge and expertise there, and also with regular visiting by professional nursing and social worker within the home, that we're able to support the resident better, and so that they may not be required to be sent to a hospital.
However, under current legislation, a patient in need cannot avoid resuscitation procedures in an ambulance. The patient's wish may be ignored even if he or she has signed a Do Not Attempt Cardiopulmonary Resuscitation or DNA CPR document. Emergency service providers fear legal liability if they do not do their best to resuscitate an individual in need of assistance.
I think this issue has been discussed for more than 10 years with the hospital authority launching the so-called DNA CPR guidelines. We hope that we could have a further look into whether the two bills, the ethics bill and the security bill, could come back with a consensus. People with properly cited advance directive or DNA CPR order, that the ambulance surveys could observe that these people are not going to receive resuscitation even in the hospital.
This private hospice in Sha Tin has 30 rooms for individual patients. Chief Operating Officer Connie believes patients in the final stage of life need greater privacy and personal space. Recently, one resident received blessings from her friends and family there.
你會見到嗰個 farewell 係唔係一啲咁嘅喪禮咯，而係即係百幾人嚟到嚇，每個人同佢握手話別啊，即係笑中有淚啊咁樣。然之後病人有説話要同大家講啊。咁我覺得係個場面，即係雖然有啲哀愁，但係都好動人嘅，好你覺得係歡愉嘅，我會覺得。作為一個護士咧，我覺得係好大嘅滿足感，即係你幫病人做到呢樣嘢。
Unfortunately, such services are severely limited. There are only around 360 palliative care beds available in public hospitals. But an institutionalized death is not what every patient wants, as one of Chu's patients revealed.
咁但係咧，佢喺輸完病房度咧，佢都癲啊！佢話咧，我屋企人你再唔同我走，我癲啊！因為咧，前晚就隔離床死，琴晚就佢死，我好覺得我就嚟我死。公立醫院嘅輸完病房都應該係好㗎啦，嚇處理嘅症狀嘛。但係呢一種行刑 feel 咧，等行刑啊！即係揼隔離揼到你嗰下嗰個壓力啊！
婆婆點啊？我哋冇見1個月啦，咁咧就想同睇你。
86-year-old Chu Lai Kwan was diagnosed with an incurable disease 2 years ago. After a brief stay at a hospice, her condition stabilized and she has now returned home to her husband. The palliative care workers visit her around once a month.
有晚夜瞓覺瞓唔到喎，即係隻腳啊，成晚都瞓唔到，點算咧？好辛苦埋個人啊！咁有個姑娘，有個同我按摩嗰個姑娘咧，就點啲香薰俾我聞啊！佢話你中唔中意呢個味啊？咁由我大髀呢度一路咁推，按完就按啲腳趾咁啪聲咁5個腳趾都去整埋，按咗嗰晚嚟瞓一覺。
She is lucky to have received financial support and pain relief therapy at a hospice. Having seen the changes her treatment has brought, her daughter would like to see more public money spent on palliative care services.
好老實講啦，即係佢哋工作量太大，同埋點講啊？有時覺得你哋年紀大，你個病情已經係去到要行嗰步啦。咁佢係咪會抽多啲資源去照顧咗啲有得救嘅先呢？咁變咗佢哋可能會係疏忽咗少少嘅。咁但係呢啲係點講啊？社會正常現象冇辦法避免到嘅。但係如果你問我希望點樣，我梗係希望可以攞多啲資源出嚟照顧呢一班老人家啦，係嘛？等佢哋即係叫做臨終都可以過得好啲啦。
有一次我喺北區醫院，我話醫生，我唔想咁快翻出去，我想住多2日啊咁。我真係話呢度仲未咁唔得治喎。你個醫生一句就頂我，你估點講啊？你唔走，你想成世都喺度服侍你啊咁喎，咁大聲喎，我當堂就收咗聲啦。
3 years ago, a study on quality of death in different places ranked Hong Kong 22nd behind Taiwan, Singapore and Japan. Noting the gap between Hong Kong and neighboring countries, healthcare professionals want to see greater support for patients going through their final stages.
喺亞洲做得比較係台灣啦，即係當佢斷症咗係需要臨終照顧嘅時候，佢需要嘅所有嘅器具啦嚇、醫療嘅設施啦，其實政府都係會提供嘅。病人能夠喺屋企走咧，其實整體社會嘅資源係會更加即係條數係咁計咯。你整體社會資源佢唔需要逼咗你急症病房，係咪？即係我希望係要從一個比較整合整全去睇成個服務。嗰個即係令佢發展。
隨住人口嘅老化咧，我哋出現嘅叫慢性疾病係大多數。 嗰啲人係會永遠都黐住呢個病啦，佢慢慢會衰退啦，跟住就會過身啦咁樣。咁所以成個醫療嘅設計咧，其實唔係單單係應該針對點樣醫好一個病，我哋嘅設計應該開始咧係要諗下點樣去到走埋最後一步，就係話喺醫院嘅設施裏邊咧，我哋可唔可以就係安插一啲其實就係要照顧一啲死亡嘅病人或者接近死亡嘅病人。
On Monday, 2 coordinated double suicide bombings in Kabul, Afghanistan, killed 36 people and injured another 45. Among them were 9 journalists. On the same day, in a separate incident, a BBC reporter was shot dead in the eastern province of Host. Reporters Without Borders said these attacks were the worst of their kind against Afghan journalists since the fall of the Taliban government in December 2001. We'll end on that somber note. Goodbye.